Going to question 15, if we start with the prompt, we can recognize that this is the prompt that we always see before grammar questions. So we're reading for grammar here. Both this person, an Indian American, and this person, an African American, grew up frustrated by the lack of diverse characters in books for young people. In 2011, these two writers joined forces to found Cake Literary, a book packaging company that specializes in the creation and promotion of stories told from diverse perspectives for children and young adults. So, we don't really have any need for a comma here. We're hearing that they founded Cake Literary, a book packaging company that specializes in the creation and promotion of these things. So, um, if we're categorizing the grammar here, this part that I'm underlining in pink here would be considered a modifier. And this part that I'm underlining in blue right now is another modifier. Those are both modifiers. This part right here, that's our independent clause. So the whole sentence is here to tell us that these two writers joined forces to found Cake Literary. And we have two modifiers, two add-ons. One of them says, by the way, this happened in 2011. And the other one says, by the way, Cake Literary is a book packaging company that does a bunch of stuff. Now, just since we're throwing around some of these terms, clauses, and modifiers, you can see that a clause is something with a subject and a verb. John jumped. A dependent clause would have an extra word or something going on that makes it dependent, since John jumped. A modifier is when something's missing the subject, the verb, or both, while jumping. Notice that if you have a modifier, you have to have an independent clause. While jumping, John twisted his ankle. Or a modifier in the middle, John, while jumping, twisted his ankle. Or you could have a modifier at the end, John jumped, twisting his ankle in the process. So you have the clause with the subject and the verb that is the more complete part of a sentence. And then you have the modifier that's usually tacked on at the beginning, middle, or end of the sentence. So coming over here, we've got our modifiers in blue and in red, and we really don't want to disrupt this other one at the end. It's simply a book packaging company that specializes in the creation and promotion of stories told from diverse perspectives for children and young adults. And yes, that's really long, but we see a lot of that on the SAT. We have to tolerate a lot of long worded phrases, and there's no rule that says that a lot of words is a bad thing. So it's not necessarily breaking any grammar rules. So we can go ahead and pick B here.